This video covers the basic setup and features of SOG's Pentagon FX and FX Covert fixed blade knives. We'll cover how to set up the sheath for multiple carry options, adjust the sheath retention, and remove the handle slabs for the ultimate in discrete carry. The Pentagon FX sheath has tool-free draw force adjustment built in. This allows you to adjust the retention strength to meet your exact needs. The knife retention strength is controlled by two sliders near the top of the sheath. By moving the slider to either end, you can adjust the amount of force needed to draw the knife. The retention is highest when the sliders are at the top of the sheath. Moving the sliders towards the bottom of the sheath reduces the force required to draw the knife. We designed Pentagon FX and FX Covert to have removable handle scales, allowing for flexibility to meet your carry and concealment needs. Removing the handle scales is the same process for both knives. To remove the handle scales, you'll need two TORX T30 drivers, two T6 drivers, a vise or similar with soft jaw caps, a small hammer, and a punch. To prevent injury, before beginning, ensure that the knife is secure in the vise with the blade pointed down and about an inch of blade above the jaws. Using the two TORX T30 drivers, loosen the lanyard fastener at the end of the handle. This is a two-part fastener and will need to be completely removed. Once the fastener is loose, you can use your fingers to remove it. If the female fastener is difficult to remove, you can screw the male fastener back in a few turns and use that to help push it free. Position the punch on the inside of the lanyard hole. Using the hammer, gently tap the handle scale down approximately ½ an inch until the scale becomes loose. You can now remove the handle scales, revealing the internal fasteners. Use the two T6 drivers to remove the hidden fasteners to complete the process. Be sure to keep all of the parts in a safe place. We recommend placing the fasteners and handles in a plastic Ziploc bag for safekeeping. To reinstall the handle scales, be sure to first locate all of the parts: two brass barrel connectors, four short T6 screws, two-part T30 lanyard fastener, and two handle scales. When reattaching the scales, secure the knife in a vise, just like before. You will need the same tools as used in removal. Ensure there is one T6 screw in each of the brass barrel connectors and hand tighten. Then insert the open end of the brass connector through one of the middle holes in the handle and hand tighten a screw into the other side. Repeat this for the second hidden fastener. Using two T6 drivers, firmly tighten the two screws to ensure that they do not come loose. Take one handle scale. Ensure the flat back side is visible and align the keyways with the handle fasteners. Once aligned, slide up towards the butt of the knife and hold in place. Take the second scale, place on and align with the keyholes, like before. You should notice it catch onto the fasteners. Once aligned, if possible, slide the scale all the way up. If it is too tight and will not easily slide all the way up, loosen the vise slightly and rest the scale on the edge of the vise jaws. Then gently tap the pommel of the blade with a hammer until the scales are fully seated. After the scales are fully attached, retighten the vise and insert the female lanyard fastener. Using a T30 driver, insert and hand tighten the male fastener. Take the second T30 driver and firmly tighten the lanyard fastener to securely hold the handle scales in place. The sheaths for Pentagon FX and FX Covert are designed to work with our universal mounting system, providing versatile carry options. Pentagon FX comes from the factory with the UMS clip and secondary retention strap installed, and included is an optional drop leg adapter. Pentagon FX has three mounting bosses on the backside of the sheath that work with many attachments, such as the drop leg adapter, metal belt clip, and our low-profile UMS clip. To attach the drop leg adapter, you'll need to remove the UMS clip and secondary retention strap. This is easily accomplished by using a TORX T8 driver to remove the fasteners on the back of the sheath. Once the fasteners are removed, the UMS clip and secondary retention strap should easily come off. If you want to lengthen or shorten the ride height, do this before installing the drop leg loop. Remove the fasteners that hold the retention strap and the top back spacer to the drop leg loop. Now you can adjust the length of the loop. Be sure that there are at least 2 holes from the drop leg strap that align with the bosses on the sheath. Attaching the drop leg adapter is a simple process. Just line up at least 2 bosses on the back of the sheath with the holes on the drop leg adapter. Ensure that the rigid backer is on the outside of the drop leg loop. Reattach the fasteners using the top hole of the backer plate first. Following that, we recommend attaching the retention strap. This should be attached using the next hole down from the top to ensure that it aligns with the finger cutouts in the handle. You can also leave it off if you do not want to use it. Pentagon FX Covert comes out of the box with a metal belt clip installed. You may want to remove or adjust the belt clip to customize your carry method. Adjustments only require a TORX T8 driver. Locate the 2 fasteners that hold the clip and spacer to the sheath. Using the T8 driver, loosen and remove the fasteners from the front of the sheath. You may need to apply a little pressure on the fasteners from the back to prevent them from turning. Once the fasteners are removed, the spacer and fasteners should easily come off. Once the spacer and belt clip are detached from the sheath, use a T8 driver to remove the 2 fasteners securing the belt clip to the spacer. Again, you may need to apply some pressure to the fasteners to prevent them from turning. The belt clip will now easily separate from the spacer. You can use the sheath without any additional hardware, such as through mollywebbing or by adhering Velcro to the back. Or you can now adjust the belt clip position to suit other needs, be that vertical or horizontal carry, or for left or right hand use. For horizontal carry, you will use the same fasteners and mounting points as are used to attach the spacer to the back of the sheath. This sheath is also compatible with SOG's other universal mounting system accessories. This is just an introduction to the multiple ways the sheath can be configured to suit your carry needs. There are many more ways to use and mount the sheath to suit your mission using SOG's UMS options, such as canted, horizontal, and tip up. Additionally, both sheaths are compatible with other popular aftermarket accessories that may already be a part of your kit. If you have any additional questions, please contact our customer service team.